Hi designers, today I'm going to be showing you how to create the floor plan for the 2020 Illinois FCCLA design scenario, which features Amanda and Patrick Logan, who have purchased a studio apartment in downtown Chicago. According to the Illinois FCCLA state proficiency event specifications, we need to provide a scaled floor plan with a 1/4 inch to 1 foot scale. What that means is that for every 1 foot, like on a ruler, you're going to scale it down so that it's this much. So you can see it's a significantly smaller scale, and that will allow us to arrange furniture, place our rugs, and decide what would be the best space arrangement for our living room space before we actually go through and purchase the furniture. Your floor plan is a work in progress. You will be making edits to it multiple times throughout your design, but this is our first outline so that we can start placing our furniture. I obtained the 2020 interior design floor plan from ilfccla.org, and I can see that it's 11 feet by 12 feet by 12 foot 6. I can also see that I have a fairly large window here. It tells us that the window is 5 foot 6 inches wide. It does not tell us how tall the window is. However, it does tell us that a studio is in downtown Chicago, so it would be safe to assume that it would be a fairly tall window since it is the only window in the entire space. With that said, let's go ahead and get started. This is what it will look like when we're done. I have my graph paper, I have a ruler, I have a freshly sharpened Ticonderoga pencil, I also have my interior design stencil, and to add the finishing touches, I recommend a Papermate Flare pen, or I also like the extra fine tip Sharpie markers. Again, we're doing a 1 foot to 1 inch scale, so that means one of these boxes would be 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. Taking a look at my original floor plan, I can see I need to draw in a 12-foot wall, a 12-foot 6-inch wall, an 11-foot wall, and then I'm going to somehow show that this is an open area. The design concept or the design project does not require us to design the kitchen. So with our $10,000 budget, we do not want to be designing the kitchen. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay. So I have a couple different ways that I can do this. I can find it on my ruler. This would be 1 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet. And so to do 12 feet, I would do 4, 8, 12. Or if you have one of these stencils available, I really like these. You can buy them on Amazon or nasco.com. You can also find them at Hobby Lobby and Michael's. But what I like about them is that when you line them up, 1 foot is 1 square, so it's really easy to mark it off. And I do recommend using a pencil so that you can clean up any extra errors. So that's my first wall. That's my 12-foot wall that includes the window. And I'm going to come back and put the window in just a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn my paper, and I'm going to put in my 12-foot 6-inch wall. So again, I line it up. And I'm going to go all the way to 12. And then I have to pay attention. I can see on my ruler, on my stencil, that I have a few extra lines. So I'm going to want to go to the middle line that would represent 6 inches. If I was doing it on a ruler, knowing that this is 1/4 of a foot, 1/4 inch, that would be 1 foot. I would have to go all the way down to 1/8 of an inch. And just for your reference, that would be 1/16 of an inch. So the lines are there to help you out. Okay, so now I have my 12-foot 6-inch wall. And then here, I just want to put in dashed lines to show that it is an open space. And I can come back and finish that off. And then according to the roof, to the floor plan, I'm only doing 11 feet here. It could be that they have plans to expand the kitchen a little bit further into those 6 inches. But I'm just going off of what the floor plan has said. And I have that. Okay. The next step is I'm going to go ahead and I can add in some dashed lines there. There we go. And then I'm going to put in my window. Looking at my floor plan that I've been provided with, I can see that 1 foot 6 inches is where the window starts. The window is 5 feet 6 inches long, and then it stops. So I'm going to take my stencil, line it up, and I'm just going to put tick marks, 1 foot 6, and then I know I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I can double check my work. I should have 5 additional spaces over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can see that I need to revise it. Give me just a moment. So we have our 6 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. From here, I'm going to go ahead and erase the inside of the window because I want to box it out. And you can kind of see that there's like an outline of it. We're going to just create a box. So taking a look here, a little bit outside, create a line, go a little bit outside, create another line. And it just kind of boxes out my window. Okay. This floor plan is fairly simple. There's no doors that I have to show or any additional windows. So this is an outline of the space. To give it a more finished look, we should recognize that we have to show the thickness of our walls. And to do that, I'm just going to shade it in. About shading half a square would indicate that the walls are 6 inches thick. And this is an exterior wall, so it would be quite thick. And you would go through and you would do this on all of your walls. Oops, sorry, you can't see me. You would go through and do this on all of your walls. And then to give it a more finished, polished look, that's when I come through with my flare marker or my Sharpie and just darken that shading in my outline a little bit more. And now I have a really nice clean space to work off of. Here's a designer tip. Take this and maybe take it to the copy machine and make a copy of it so that you can do a couple rough drafts in it before you decide on your final floor plan. Good luck arranging your furniture for Amanda and Patrick, and I can't wait to see your final designs.